Everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television talk show where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. You're a big part of my day, and I'm so glad we get to meet with each other every day. You can find us syndicated on television, and it's on Apple TV, and there's all kinds of ways you can find us. Now, I wanted to also mention that you can find our podcast on thenewscasters.com. Not only that, but all the social media sites as well. And we have some more things we're working on right now in South Carolina. So I'll let you guys know when that materializes. And I'm really excited about that. But anyway, thank you so much for being with us. And boy, it's college football season. Everybody's coming alive. There's a little bit of crisp out there, and it's not as humid, although it probably won't stay away. But anyway, for a short period of time, we got some good football season. I've got AP Steadham with me right now. AP is your sports guy. He's the guy that you like to talk with. And I'm just telling you, people in South Carolina are loving you, AP.
Well, thank you. Thank you, South Carolinians. We really appreciate it. Yeah, let's say, I think I've been around the country, and I just think their fans are incredible. South Carolina, Clemson, win, lose, or draw, they show up for their teams.
Mm-hmm. They do. And that's the way it should be. You know?
Should be. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, you got team spirit, and you go for them no matter what. So if
right.
Or somebody makes a bad decision, you don't like the coach, whatever, you still like your team.
Yes, absolutely. So, but South Carolina, they played South Carolina State. I like to see the major schools in the state play other schools within the state. Some, like for instance, Alabama will not play anyone else in the state in football. They won't do it. Auburn does. For instance, this weekend, Auburn will be hosting South Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That might be the first time. I can't remember, but it seems to me it's maybe the first time. If it's not, maybe the second. But they play teams within the state. I know they played, I think, Samford and Jacksonville State and South Alabama now. So I think they might even play Alabama State. I don't know if they played Alabama A&M, but Auburn does. Alabama will not.
Mm-hmm. Why will they not do that? When was that decision made?
I don't know down at the exact time of the decision, because I know Alabama, I think they used to play some of the schools way back. I think I'm just mentioning in the 60s, probably 60s, 50s, something like that. But I can't recall, maybe since the 70s or so, that they played like I say, I think it's been in the 60s when they played a football team from the state. I don't know why. The board of trustees, athletic directors, through the years, they opted not to play. But I think it's a mistake on their part, but Auburn does. So,
well, it's good revenue for the state as well.
Yeah, you keep the money within the state. People can go to the games. It would be fun. I mean, other states do this. Other states play teams within the state.
Mm-hmm.
But Alabama, the University of Alabama does not. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Alabama-Auburn games. Were they as expected?
Yeah, Alabama held serve. They beat Louisiana Monroe 73-0, and so the quarterbacks, three of them, were able to be on the field. So Ty Simpson was 17 for 17. He didn't miss a pass. He threw 3 touchdowns. Austin Mack, couple of touchdowns. Keelan Russell, couple of touchdowns, a young freshman. So all the quarterbacks were able to compete and show their talent. So Alabama held serve, and then Auburn played Ball State, and they won big. So that was great for them. Deuce Knight played the freshman for Auburn. The quarterback, of course, Jackson Arnold started. But the teams held serve. Most of the teams in the conference, none of this SEC, as I say, held serve and won those games, except double-digit underdog University of South Florida upsets the University of Florida. Big win for the Bulls. They had beaten Boise State by a substantial margin. this season already. And I think I said in the comments to watch out for this South Florida team. And sure enough, they upset the University of Florida. So Billy Napier, the seat is very hot. The head coach of Florida. I think his buyout's in the neighborhood of 20 million or so. But they have a daunting schedule as they did last year because it's a repeat of last year's schedule within the conference. So Florida travels to Baton Rouge to play LSU. That's the game I'll be covering this weekend. LSU in the Football Writers Association, National Football Foundation Super 16 folder number 3. I have them number 7. So Florida, they're looking at that unbelievably difficult schedule. I don't know if Billy Napier can win his way out of this dilemma right now. He lost to South Florida. They play Miami, they play Florida State. So Florida, besides their SEC schedule, they have those 2 opponents on tap as well. So I don't know if Billy Napier can win enough games to hold this position at the University of Florida.
Were there any nail biters this weekend, or was everything? It seemed like things were a little smoother this week.
But pretty much. Interesting game. Vanderbilt was behind by double digits at halftime. I think it was 20-10. And then they're playing in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech. Now they scored 34 points the second half and shut out Virginia Tech 44-20. That was incredible what they did in the second half. I don't know if I've seen that in quite a while. You're down by 10 points, 20-10 on the road. Virginia Tech needed this win because they lost to South Carolina the first weekend in Atlanta. That's the game I covered. Vanderbilt 34-zip in the second half when they gained 44-20. So Vanderbilt continued their winning ways. They're 2-0 and they're traveling to Columbia, South Carolina this weekend. Tough ball game for them. But who's counting? No, I'm not counting out Vanderbilt against anybody.
I'm not either. It looks like we're going to see another repeat of last year with Vanderbilt.
It has that trend right now. They have good talent. They brought in people with the transfer portal. They have money. Vanderbilt has money. It just depends if they wanted to spend that for the football program. So now with this NIL opportunity and options, they can bring in players like everyone else, evaluate talent and specify. And as I said, the people who can evaluate talent, they're going to be big winners. Everybody has money now. And they all complain about they don't have enough. We all know that. They're always complaining we don't have enough money. Yeah. We have plenty of money to find some players because everybody can't go to the same school. So you can acquire talent, Donna. Everybody can't get the top receivers. They can't get the 5 best receivers because they won't come to the same school. So there's options out there for you if you're selective in your talent evaluation. So yeah, great for Vanderbilt starting off 2-0 and headed to South Carolina this weekend.
How do you think that game's going to play through?
I'd have to give the edge to South Carolina at home. But like I said, I'm not counting out Vanderbilt saying, this is an automatic win for South Carolina. I think it's going to be competitive because Vanderbilt now, Donna, there's a new way of thinking. They believe they can win every game. Mm-hmm. And that's something that head coaches have to try to overcome with teams who have not been successful in the past. But I think Clark Lee, head coach of Vanderbilt, he has to tell his team, look, we've been places on the road. We've beaten teams last year. We're doing it now. Again, we're down. We had double-digit deficit, and we came back to win on the road against a Power 5 team, Virginia Tech from the Atlantic Coast Conference. So we can beat South Carolina. We can beat anybody on our schedule because we have the talent.
What's their magic potion? Just all of a sudden, past couple of years.
Right. I think one thing is Diego Pavia, the quarterback. He's an exciting, dynamic personality. And his football playing, he's very effective. Like I said, he doesn't overwhelm you with his size or his numbers, but he knows how to win. And he comes through on third downs and makes drives for his team and keeps everybody very positive. And I think it all emanates from him, I believe. Diego Pavia and Clark Lee as well. Clark Lee and his coaching staff. Let's give them a pat on the back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's talk about let's just put everybody in one group. Okay, so which quarterback outplayed every other quarterback this past
Oh,
weekend?
quarterback. Okay, let's.
It's
Well,
got a lot of good
Ty,
ones out
Ty Simpson was 17 for 17. You can't go better than perfect. I'd say that's pretty good. That's better than good, right? It's perfect as far as his passing. So
there.
that was an exceptional performance. Yeah, 17 for 17. I think that, and as I've stated in the past, heading into the season, I think Tennessee upgraded with Joey Aguilar at the quarterback position. They scored 72 points, which they haven't scored in, I don't know how many years, maybe 100 years, something like that. They beat East Tennessee State. So I think Tennessee, they're they're surprised to some degree, I think, about their quarterback play. But I thought he would do well in Josh Heupel's system. He's not as accurate as some quarterbacks, but and I use this term, he's effective and he's productive in that system. Yeah.
Well, it looked kind of like Tennessee kind of took a few steps back last season, but now they're coming back again. Do you see that?
Yeah, Tom. They made the college football playoffs. They had a great year last year. They got defeated by 25 points on the road in Columbus, Ohio, during the playoffs. But it was based on their running. The running back had about 1,600 yards and outstanding defense. The quarterback contributed as well, but it wasn't the reason they were winning so many ball games. It was the running game and the defense. This year, the defense not as good probably, but I think the offense, overall, the passing game will be better. Now, the running game, that's a work in progress probably. Maybe they don't have the type of talent that they did last year. But if they can play complementary football, then that's winning football.
Let's compare last weekend to this past weekend. So has your top 10 changed any, in your opinion? Has your top?
Yes. Donnie, my top 5, I had Penn State at number 1. They remain the same. And these teams remain the same. Georgia, number 2, Ohio State, number 3, Texas, number 4, and Illinois, number 5. I also had in my top 16 because that's our poll. LSU, number 7, South Carolina at number 11, Ole Miss, 13. Tennessee and Oklahoma are new in my poll, 15 and 16. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're new in my poll. So that's from the SEC. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams I have in the top 16 from the Southeastern Conference. So there are a couple of new teams there, Tennessee and Oklahoma. Oklahoma had a huge victory over the weekend in Norman at home against Michigan. So Michigan and Oklahoma, 2 blue bloods. They've only played once in the past. That was the Orange Bowl of 76. So finally, these 2 teams matched up, and Oklahoma prevailed. John Mitchell, the quarterback, had a pretty good ball game. And Oklahoma, they look to be down maybe the team you have to watch out for this year because they have some offense. They're healthier. They usually play good defense. Last year, their offensive showing was spotty at best. They lost about a half a dozen receivers. Most of them are healthy now, if not all. So watch out for Oklahoma. They're playing good football, new quarterback. Arbuckle's the offensive coordinator. They came down from Washington State along with John Mitchell, the quarterback. So Oklahoma this week, they travel to Philadelphia to play Temple University. So they've met in the past, maybe a couple times. So that should be another one for Oklahoma on the road.
Absolutely. Let's cut to a commercial break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Everybody hanging there.
Queen City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community. Whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need, toys at Christmas, or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm excited to announce our Christmas extravaganza is finally here. Get this season's flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. They won't last long, so get them while you can. Our famous My Slippers, they haven't been on sale for over a year. Regularly $119.98, now only $59.98. Our 6-piece towel sets are back in stock with extremely limited quantities, only $29.98. With hundreds of MyPillow products, there's something for everyone on your Christmas list. Bathrobes, duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save on all MyPillow products. For example, flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. Or our 6-piece towel sets, just $29.98. But that's not all. I'm extending our 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st of 2025. Plus, all orders over $75 or more ship absolutely free.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
We're back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television talk show for Truth Matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. or anytime you'd like to watch us on all the social media sites, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, which is now known as X. But anyway, you would like to see us, that's just fine with us. You've got AP Steadham with us right now, who is also an exclusive coverage of the SEC, but he's out there listening to everybody else too.
Yeah, Donna, we had a great weekend here in the state of Missouri. We covered the Kansas versus Missouri game, big border rivalry. They hadn't played since 2011. They've been playing, Donna, since 1891. I think Missouri led the series 57-54, 9 ties, but Missouri prevailed 42-31. It was a competitive ball game. Kansas went ahead early in the ball game, couple scores or so, and Missouri made a comeback and ended up winning by 11. There was a long 60-plus yard touchdown run to seal it. So Missouri's off to a good start. Mizzou, their quarterback is Bo Prabula, the transfer from Penn State. He's a dual threat quarterback. He's been a good leader for him so far. So Missouri this weekend, they play Louisiana in Columbia. That's a home game for them. So they should have another victory. They should be 3-0 after this weekend. So they got a good football team. They're in contention for a playoff spot. They won 10, 11 games last couple of years. They've been consistent. And that's something that Mizzou, over time, they've been a roller coaster team. But under Eli Drinkwitz, the last couple of years, double-digit wins. So they have a chance to be in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Last week you had quite a few interviews. Anything you'd like to tell us that came out of the interviews? It's a little surprising.
Yeah, no, we after the game, post game, Missouri, the tight end came out to the podium, the quarterback, we had the head coach, the safety, an edge rusher, and trying to remember the other play. But anyway, so I think you have a couple of those right now. The tight end, he caught a touchdown pass, and of course, the quarterback that I mentioned, Bo Prabula.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an interesting season, just to say the least. Let's talk about this coming week. What are you expecting?
Yeah, Donna, the games that we are looking at, there's a conference game, Arkansas at Ole Miss. Arkansas, Taylor Green, their quarterback is 6'6", big, athletic, strong arm. Bobby Petrino usually has a good offense. Ole Miss, we'll have to see. I think Austin Simmons, their quarterback, threw another couple interceptions in the win against Kentucky on the road. They were behind double digits. They came back and win 30-23. So we'll see how his health is this weekend. But that's a big game for Ole Miss because they're trying to get to the playoffs. They feel they have a playoff-type program. They missed out last year because they had a letdown versus Kentucky at home. So Arkansas, good football team, but Ole Miss will be favored. So they're looking to hold serve and win that ball game. Yeah, and then also this weekend, Texas A&M travels to Notre Dame, and that's a big ball game. Last year, Notre Dame went down there and defeated Texas A&M. So now Texas A&M has to make the trip to South Bend. I don't know how many times they've done in their history. I don't think it's very many, if at all. I'm not sure. Also, you have big game, Tennessee host Georgia. Tennessee
Okay, let's talk about that one. That one right there would be a powerhouse.
Yeah. Now the quarterback, Joey Aguilar, the transfer from Appalachian State through UCLA for 5 minutes. This is his moment as a Tennessee quarterback. Can he beat a big rival? Georgia. Gunnar Stockton leads that team for Georgia. Georgia last year down they did not have their best team, but they still won the conference. So this is a huge game for Josh Heupel. The alumni, they want to beat Georgia. That's always been a big rival on their schedule. They play year after year, and it's been a moment since they've beaten them. So Georgia comes to town. In my poll, Georgia is number 2 in the Football Writers Association National Football Foundation Super 16. They're number 4. So this is the game of note probably in the conference, I would say, Tennessee versus Georgia. You have LSU hosting Florida. As we said, Florida is wounded. They lost to South Florida. LSU is riding high. They did not play spectacular last week, but they won. They defeated Louisiana Tech. But LSU, they're trying to get into the playoffs. Huge game for them, big game for them. They play Florida every year. There's a rivalry there between LSU and Florida. So LSU would be favorite, of course, and they're looking to win that ball game with Garrett Nussmeier, their quarterback, and company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's already turned into a good, interesting season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Donna, Wisconsin travels south to play Alabama. So that's their first time they ever played in the state of Alabama, I believe. They've not played very many times. The first time was way back in 1928. I think it was. Alabama traveled up there and they lost to Wisconsin 15-0. Maybe if my memory is correct. But so Wisconsin from the Big Ten. This is a game where the SEC could help itself with the playoff selection committee by beating a team from the Big Ten. So Alabama, they're trying to win this ball game. You know, they faltered the first time they played a Power 5 team against Florida State. They're playing another Power 4 team, I guess, that we say, from the Big Ten. So this is a game where Kalen DeBoer, his fans are looking for his team to win this game.
It's got to happen. What's going on with Auburn this coming weekend?
Yeah, Auburn this weekend they're playing South Alabama. I think it might be the first time they play. I'm not sure, but anyway, so they're playing in-state South Alabama. So South Alabama's fired up because some of those players they thought, hey, I should get a scholarship. I should be receiving attention from Auburn, but they were at South Alabama, so they play with a slight edge. But Auburn, they're looking to continue their winning ways. They should beat South Alabama. That would be a huge upset if they lost.
Yeah, because I'm seeing them peek out of the wilderness just a little bit. How do you think they're going to end up the rest of the season if they keep the momentum they have now?
Yeah, Auburn they have many difficult games remaining. Don, I mean, just to give you an idea, they have to travel to Norman, Oklahoma next week, then College Station the following week, then they have a break, then they host Georgia, Missouri comes to town, they have to travel to Arkansas. Kentucky comes to town. Vanderbilt, that quarterback down, he's beaten Hugh Freeze' team 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
He won at New Mexico State. He beat Liberty. He won at New Mexico State. He beat Auburn at Auburn. And last year, Vanderbilt came to town and beat Auburn by double digits. So he could be a quarterback, which is very strange in the circumstances, could be a single coach 4 times. So, and then you have to finish the season, you have Mercer, they should win that game, and then they host Alabama. So Auburn, there's so much football to be played, Donna. It's for all the teams. And so I tell people last week when they were disappointed, maybe after the first week, stay with your team. They can recover. Things can happen. People improve. They make changes. So just be patient with your team. I know that's difficult. You're the first game. You're trying to make a judgment, but all types of things can happen through the season. It's one game out of 12.
But it seems like there's a big competition now to be the Cinderella team. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like.
Yeah, well, everybody has that chip on their shoulder. They use the familiar term, nobody respects us. I mean, that's the rallying cry all the time. So, but you have to do it on the field now. We're discussing these games, but it's on the field that counts every weekend. How do you perform? And what are the decisions you make as the head coach and as the staff? It's very important because the talent level is so close, and coaching is really a big factor in these games now.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you, are you going to have time for a recording with AP as we see it this coming week? I know you're really big with traveling right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We record it every week. We put it on Spotify. Every episode is there. We try to put it on our YouTube channel as well. So we'll be recording. We're going to be discussing that Florida at LSU game probably, and Wisconsin at Alabama among the games we're going to try to highlight. But we always discuss all the teams and their opponents as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nationwide. Who's your top 5?
My top 5, Donna: Penn State number 1, Georgia number 2, Ohio State number 3, Texas 4, and Illinois number 5.
There you go. And Alabama and Auburn are climbing. They're trying really hard.
Yeah, we're trying to get them in. We're checking them out. They might enter my poll in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. We have the top 16. They're not in the top 16 at this point.
Absolutely. AP, about 30 seconds. What would you like to say before we go?
Yeah, just check out our social media platforms, YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, X account, Spotify, and you could find our analysis and observations and thoughts and listen to our guests as well every week.
There you go. AP, thank you so much for being with us. It's always a pleasure. And thank you guys so much for watching. You're the reason we do what we do. We had some emails. And we didn't go through any of those emails. I promise you we'll do it next week, okay? But if you have more, send to Donna at donnasedge.com, Donna at donnasedge.com. A lot of them were Alabama fans. And, and listen, don't get rid of your coach. He's not going anywhere. No, quit doing that, guys. But again, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time around. AP, hang around so we can get you scheduled for next week.